Hey there. Thank you for joining me for another episode of YQG in Bloom. My name is Tracy Martins, and today I am with Tailgate Takeout. We have Jen Bergnell-Strong here with us. Hey, Jen.
Hi, Tracy. Thank you so much for having me on.
I've been really excited. I've been waiting since we went to the Dot a few weeks, about a month ago.
Just a month ago, yeah.
Yeah, I love your Instagram. It is amazing, and my stomach loves your Instagram. What got you started into doing Tailgate Takeout?
Oh, my stomach doesn't love my Instagram some days. So it kind of came from during the pandemic. Prior to that, I had worked in radio and was doing a junk food segment. So we used to do the Monday Morning Munchies on 89X. We started to kind of dip into going to some of the local restaurants, featuring, some different chefs and different dishes, and I really enjoyed doing that. And the pandemic hit. Unfortunately, 89X also reformatted, and I really wanted to continue showcasing, restaurants. I had started kind of I was calling it the Sunday snack, and I was still keeping with the junk food, and it wasn't really my thing. And knowing a few people in the restaurant industry, and then knowing all of the lockdowns and closures and restrictions that they had, I really wanted to highlight the restaurants and what they were doing for takeout to try to keep everyone informed of what was available out there.
We seem to have a ton of restaurants, and they keep coming all the time.
We are so lucky in Windsor, Essex, and that was a big thing too, that some people would, see where I was going, just even on my personal page for years, and they would be like, "Oh, where did you hear about that?" or "Where did you find this place?" And I thought, well, I should probably share that with the community. If I'm finding cool places to eat. Of course, during the pandemic when we couldn't eat inside at restaurants, hence the Tailgate Takeout, I was just traveling all around Essex County and eating food in the back of my car, because I think a lot of people were doing that. They were kind of having those little car picnics just to get out of the house and break the boredom of all that insanity. So and it was really just to do my little part to keep everything going in a really crazy time.
You talking about the pandemic and the tailgate part of it, and I remember Koi Sushi did all you could eat sushi in your car.
It was Kona Sushi.
Or Kona.
Yeah, it was Kona. I actually did that as well. That was a little date night my husband and
I did not know about it, but my son and his girlfriend did, and then they brought home this huge plate of food for us. Yeah. I mean, a lot of it, and he's like, well, they told us they didn't have dessert, so we could order extras, and they'd go all the time and bring home sushi. It was the best.
It was great. And it was something really unique too, because people were looking for those unique experiences. So kind of as, the lockdown changed, restrictions changed, I started trying to introduce those types of things, to saying like there were still things to do out here. Yes. And just the innovation that we were seeing from so many of our entrepreneurs and business owners. Like I really wanted to shine a spotlight on that, because I just thought it was so cool and really highlighted how flexible everyone was. And, the big word was pivot, and how people were pivoting and changing and just trying to, stay sane and keep the lights on.
Exactly. And I mean, I love watching you and listening to you on Instagram, and a lot of people say, well, how did you know about this? How did you know about that? And I'll tell them, follow local. You're on Instagram, you're on TikTok, Snapchat, Facebook. Follow local people. Don't just follow the stars, because you're asking me how'd I know about this cool thing going on in Windsor, Essex County? Well, I'm following the people that are telling me what's going on. And yes, I know all these new restaurants and little hole in the walls that nobody's going to know about, because we have you guys, which is great, all of you, for doing that. It's
amazing, the creators that we have in Windsor, Essex, too. It's nice to be able to collaborate with some of them as well. We've done stuff together, that Traveling Beach, others that we've been able to, go to dinner or do these different experiences. And it's been really exciting to get to know like these people and see how passionate they are about our city as well, and connect with kind of those like-minded individuals.
Exactly. it's really great having all you guys because you all have a different take on Windsor, Essex County. And it just seems that there's no end in sight for what you guys can look into and share with us. It's awesome.
It's nice because there could be 10 of us all going to the same restaurant and sometimes even together,
Yeah.
right? You know, for a soft opening, something like that. And then you see 10 completely different dishes or 10 completely different takes
Yeah.
on something. And it's really neat because, you know, we have vegan bloggers who are going to highlight, you know, vegan plant-based dishes. And you've got me who eats basically everything.
Me too.
You know, and so we've got, you know, different age groups. There are some younger girls out there. I'm a little older,
Same
you know,
here.
bringing different perspectives and different ideas, and it's really been great to get to know everyone.
But you guys also don't just stick with food.
Yeah.
I know Roxanne, she travels all over. Same thing with Kathleen. You've done some staycations. So it's not just food. You guys are showing us other things that are available in our area. Even traveling over Detroit every once in a while, you guys, it's great because it's nice that we can go over there again.
Yeah, and I mean, minutes away. We have a whole
So much has changed there too.
Oh, it's absolutely amazing. As someone who grew up like downtown Detroit area, my family being from the States, and to see like, you know, the resurgence of Detroit is amazing. And also like some of these smaller communities are rural communities in Essex County, like seeing the wine region just explode. I love going out to Essex, you know, all the wineries, you know, we talked about the bed and breakfast.
Craft beer.
Beer, our
holy
breweries,
cow.
like, yeah, we try to, I think everyone's very much on the same page. A lot of us came from that, particularly me, that age group where everyone graduated high school and went out west. Oh, there's nothing to do in Windsor. And we'll all say the same thing. That's our number one, you know, people, there's nothing to do here. And we're like, yes, there is. Look at all this. It's amazing.
I don't hear too many people saying that we don't have things to do, because I will stop them and say, there's tons. You just need to look and you need to listen.
Yeah, and I think the more of us that are out there, you know, creating and showcasing, you know, the more it's going to grow. And I think people don't realize just how spoiled we are here. Our culinary scene, like if you go other places, you're like, it can be pretty disappointing when you see what else is out there. And you're going, okay, not just our pizza, which is obviously amazing, but, you know, just we're so culturally diverse here that, you know, whatever you're craving, or, you know, a particular dish or something you want Middle Eastern, you want Greek, you want, you can find it here. And we have these little pockets in these communities. You know, I think it's great. Tourism Windsor Essex is also doing a Follow the Flavors campaign. So, you know, you travel the world with your taste buds in Windsor Essex, which is kind of nice.
And it's really within blocks.
Yeah.
I love that.
So it's neat to discover it myself, and it's cool to bring people along with me.
What is your latest one that you've done?
Actually, it was a pizza. Go figure. It was, and you'll love this. Well, Smitty sauce.
Yes.
Yeah, Smitty sauce with Capital City Pizza. That was a pizza. Actually, my parents, who are very not social media savvy, have been telling me about this pizza for a while, and
I haven't tried that one yet.
Oh. It's our new favorite, actually. My son is hooked on it. But it's been nice, again, to connect with people, connecting with Jason from Smitty. And then, you know,
he is amazing.
He is. And then connecting with him, Tanner at Capital City. And this is kind of how these relationships start, right? And that was really fun. I've got some stuff coming up in the next couple of weeks. It's gonna be
this
really
isn't going to be out
exciting.
for a few weeks, so if you want
So we'll see.
we'll wait and see.
I just had my annual staycation. I just posted about that every year my girlfriends and I go to the Walnut Grove.
That looks really cute.
It is so cute. The owner she's a Red Seal chef. So like the food there is phenomenal. They have pollinator gardens, like things that you wouldn't even think, 10 years ago, Windsor, Essex, these experiences, heated in-ground pool wasn't bad. But, so obviously sharing more from that, sharing more from all the wineries. I've been lucky enough to work with quite a few of them in our Epic Wineries council that they have. And yeah, it's just been amazing to get to know these people and to get to experience some of these things that I've been wanting to do for so many years too.
Oh, that's awesome. Now, it's easy to just pull Instagram up, take a few pictures, Facebook, same thing, and throw it out there. How did you build it as well as what you have so far?
I could probably build it even more if I if I didn't have 2 small children at home and 2 full-time jobs. But it definitely, obviously, coming from radio and having a page already kind of started, helped a lot. Having those some of those community connections and building that. Obviously, I'm a writer. My actual job is writing. So having like blogging, being a part of the Drive magazine, all of that kind of contributed to me being able to have multiple platforms to be able to grow my online platform.
I just find it fascinating to watch you guys and see the amount of people and the amount of followers, and it really makes my heart happy for our area to see that many people are interested in what we have.
It's so cool to hear from people too. I'll get messages that'll say like, oh, I tried this restaurant, or they'll send me pictures, or ask me for recommendations, and that's so cool. And I'm like honored to be trusted by people I'm like, what does my opinion matter?
Like you said, we have a melting pot of different foods. It actually, having that many choices kind of makes it hard, especially if you're indecisive like me. Yeah. And my husband will say, well, what do you want for dinner? Oh God, don't ask me that. I don't care anything, because it's hard.
Well, it's like someone says pizza. It's like, oh my God, I have 30 places I want to order from. Or like same with like, when I want shawarma, it's a battle. Which one do I want? And I have to think about that too sometimes.
It's
like,
true.
What am I going to do for the page? But what else? What do I just want to eat right now, right? Tough decisions, but I'm happy to be the tiebreaker for anyone. But yeah, it's really cool to have people approach me. It's funny. It's odd sometimes. I'm sure you get like, if someone sees your face and they know you, and you're like, how do you know me? Oh yeah, my face is on the internet.
Well, me, it's the glasses. Oh, you're the podcast lady. Yeah, that's me. Okay.
Well, they're cute glasses.
Everywhere I go, oh my God, I love your glasses. It's like, really? Go to your eye doctor. They're there.
But it's kind of neat to meet people too, and to be able to go back into the community to do community events. I hosted my first charity event past spring, cornhole tournament, which was a huge success, which was so amazing, exciting.
Cornhole is so much fun.
It was so much fun, and people really got into it. We raised a lot of money for a good cause, and we're looking. Our next one is coming. Event is going to be announced very soon.
Actually, for fall.
For fall, actually, I think I can say something here.
Yeah, because we will keep it quiet until then.
It's pretty exciting. It's actually a haunted house charity preview dinner.
Okay, you've been hinting at the haunted house. So there's going to be a dinner. Is it in the haunted house?
Is dinner in a haunted house, dinner in Scare House. I've worked with the guys at Scare House. Last year we had the bloggers come in, and we had a table, and we're able to go through it and document, what it's like for people. Because that's a big question too. People are like, oh, what is the food like? Or what is the experience like? So, it's kind of our job to show you. So last year we did that. I've known Sean, the owner, for many years from the downtown Windsor scene. And I said, you know what? I want everyone to come to this. And I want it to have a purpose. So we're teaming up with another local charity, and a portion of the proceeds will go to them. And then everyone who attends will basically be getting a sneak preview of the dinner this year, because it happens the day before they officially open.
And where is this located?
So Scare House is on McDougall, in a big old abandoned warehouse. It looks haunted.
Okay, yes.
Yeah, there are 4 different rooms for the dinners. Very cool. It's an interactive, almost like dinner theater.
I've never heard of it until actually last year when you guys did it.
Yeah.
And I heard about that, and I was like, my gosh.
It's so cool. Like, if you're into Halloween, this is a must. So you get the interactive dinner experience, and then you get to go VIP fast pass to all 4 of the haunts inside. This year, they always kind of change things. There's one that's like pitch dark. It was terrifying to me.
That's scary enough.
Yeah,
right there.
They've got a new Hall of Mirrors, so that one's going to be pretty cool. But definitely big for the Halloween fans. I'm a big pumpkin spice fall girl.
Oh, me too.
Yeah, so I've been wanting to do this. This has been in the works for a long time, and I'm super excited that that's going to be happening as well. So mid-September, follow my page for details.
Oh yeah. that's going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait because I am going to get tickets, put them aside for me.
I know a girl.
I happen to know somebody. Do you know of anything really good that's going to be happening this fall other than our scare dinner?
There are a lot of exciting things happening. Personally, I'm also doing the Ride to Survive. It's another charity event. My former boss that we lost a little while ago, Dave Hunter, that was his charity event. That's really important for me to do. That's a charity bike ride. But fall festivals, I mean, we have so many things, lots of cool Halloween things. Like even the markets do like Halloween theme. I know Sandwich Town usually does something. They have some ghost walks in Sandwich Town too that are pretty cool. I've done those.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have not done them, but I'm thinking I might have to at least just go watch.
It's fun. It's pretty fun. And then you hear a little bit about the history of the area as well. Again, like following the creators is kind of where it's at, you know, like My Traveling Backpack, That Traveling Beach, all of these people only in YQG, they all have, finger on the pulse of all the different events. I really like Roxana does like a weekly roundup.
Yes, I love that. I try to share that so that people can figure it out.
I try to share like anything that, and we all kind of like to, work
Share
together
each
to
other.
cover things. But I highly suggest people, follow Tourism Windsor Essex, follow Windsor Eats, follow these, other creators and kind of get a smattering of what is going on in our city because everyone covers different things. And there are really some unique experiences out there. A lot of cool haunted houses that like to pop up too. So if you're into Halloween, obviously like apple season's coming up. So, the orchards all have their cool little events. So lots to look forward to.
I can fill up my calendar of things to do every single day and still miss out on stuff. And I'm loving the fact that they've kept like open streets and open air in Amherstburg and being able to go out there and just walk the streets and enjoy all of their amazing food out there.
Yeah, Amherstburg is another one of my favorite stops for the restaurants and even the food, like Evelyn's Candy Store, Richmond Popcorn, which we were talking about earlier.
Lot 10 Brewery, I adore them, and we just were out there on the weekend and we got one of their flights, and I'm not a sour person.
Oh, those are my favorites.
I was surprised. I downed the entire little thing. I'm like, oh my God, it was so good. It was sour cherry and it was, and then they have another one called Pinky, and they were very nice. I enjoyed it.
The breweries not only have great beer, a lot of them have fantastic food as well.
They have the flatbreads.
Yeah. So it's
Really
very
good.
cool. I highly encourage people to, follow the restaurants, follow the breweries, follow, as much as you can. If you want to know what's going on in Windsor, Essex, that's how you do it.
And you're doing wine tours right now?
I'm doing my unofficial. I'm touring the wineries. I do it every year. Like I said, my girlfriends and I, we try to. Life is busy. We all have small children. We try to pick that time that we can get together and just relax, right? And just check out some of the places. I always like bringing them because they're always like, oh, why don't we go here? And they're excited to come with me. So we've been doing that. Just went to Machedri again. That's one of my favorites because they've got the pizza and the gelato. And
So is pizza your favorite?
you know what? You would think it's up there. It's definitely up there, but I go Mexican tacos. I eat a lot. I think my page is like, 50% pizza, 50% tacos. That's my go-to. And we have a lot of, especially like out in Leamington, we have the really authentic stuff. We've got some cool Grand Cantinas reopening soon. So many cool options. El Patron in Tecumseh is one of my favorites. Fantastic family, phenomenal food.
I've not tried them yet.
They are a must. If I had to pick one food to eat forever, it would probably be Mexican food, though. You got the tacos and the margaritas, that's a good time.
You had me at margaritas.
Exactly. Exactly. But and like I said, we have so many amazing options here. And it's hard to pick, though.
It really is. It just depends on your mood, which works for me. And there's so many options. Wolfhead Distilleries, their breakfasts on the weekend are really, really good.
Yeah, we actually hosted an event there for my work because we just loved it so much. It was a great turnout because I think everyone else knows just how amazing Wolfhead is. So
I got to try the rest of their food. I just stick with their breakfast food because they have some eggs Benedict that are amazing.
And then you get I don't know if they're still doing the Caesar bar. They used to do that on Sundays, I think in the winter. But they've got some really cool cocktails that go along with it. It's a whole experience. And that's a big thing too, I think in our region is people are building experiences. And even the bed and breakfast I stayed at, like, yes, you can just stay there, or you can have a picnic, picnic under the stars.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, really cool to kind of see how people are, innovating the tourism industry in our area.
I have not tried a bed and breakfast yet, but that is on my to-do list. Now, do you have anything else that you wanted to bring to the brand? Are you just going to stick with food and staycations, or?
It's a challenge for me, again, being a mom. My husband constantly having to put the foot down and go like, Jen,
Enough's
we can't
enough.
do everything. But I'm very ambitious. As far as the page goes, I would like to get back to actual tailgating more, and that's something I've tried to do because I think that's what worked. That was my thing, and I want to keep sharing. I did a whole patio pit stop series when patios opened up a couple of years ago, doing those type of things. But going back to my roots is really important for me, just because, I know people enjoyed it and I really enjoyed doing it. So
It's fun.
I'm very much like, we'll see where it takes me. But I'm really loving the different events. I'm loving hosting the charity events. My full-time gig is an event manager for We Tech Alliance, so kind of my thing. But to be able to incorporate that into Tailgate and, with all the connections that I've made and being able to do really cool events and bring in that charity element as well, that's kind of my next, I guess, where my brain goes is, how can I use my powers for good?
Exactly. Hey, I think that's a great idea. I'm sorry that I missed the first one, the cornhole, because I just love that.
I think we might be doing it again next year. There was a big demand for it. They were like, "When are we doing this again?" I'm like, okay, let me recover from this one first. But we'll see how it goes. I'm very much going with the flow right now. I really enjoy, creating and meeting people.
That's great. I really, really enjoyed going with you to the Dot, which was the first time I'd been there. And I'm slowly trying to do new restaurants. And I watch you guys and it gives me a lot of
inspiration.
And I like trying new things, meeting new people. And I really do appreciate you being here with me today.
This has been so great, Tracy. I appreciate it. It's fun to be able to, connect with creators who create other things.
It is. Yeah. And I mean, it helps me out because I do have a lot of people as well, like you say, they'll come up and they'll say, hey, aren't you, or haven't you tried, or what do you suggest? And I can say, start with these pages. And
we very much appreciate it when people point other people in our direction. We don't take that for granted.
Well, you are wonderful. Definitely catch the Tailgate Takeout on Instagram and Facebook.
Yeah.
And hopefully
TikTok.
And TikTok.
Tailgatetakeout.ca has a lot of my food blogs as well, like all of the writing that I've done. So yeah.
And do you have YouTube as well?
Yep.
Okay, so we can find you everywhere.
I'm pretty much everywhere.
That's awesome. And thank you again. My name is Tracy Martins, and this has been YQG and Bloom. You guys all have a great day.